Hello friends, my name is Ankush. In today's session we are going to see how to back up a container database as well as a pluggable database. In Oracle 12c, when we are taking the backup of container database, it will automatically take the backup of pluggable database as well. So we have a different options along with us, whether we want to take the backup of only pluggable database, whether we want to take the backup of only root container, or we want to take the backup of root container as well as the pluggable databases. So this is what we are going to see in this session. When I am speaking about the backup, it means to say RMAN backup. So let's see how we can take the RMAN backup for the Oracle 12c architecture. I am connected to the Oracle 12c database. Let's check the database name and the open underscore mode also from $v database view. Here the database name is CDB and currently it is up and running. I am also checking the PDBs we have. These are 4 PDBs we have with us. Okay, the PDB2 I can see it is in mounted stage. Let it open alter pluggable database PDB2 open. There is some typo. Okay, so we have four PDBs here. All the 4 PDBs are up and running. Okay, let's check what are all the backups we have till now. List. We need to connect to the RMAN prompt by using RMAN target / I am using the OS level authentication to connect to the RMAN prompt. See here, currently it is showing as connected to the CDB. This is the root container name. Okay, and this is the DB ID. Now we are going to take a full database backup database with archive log. We got the error message saying our database is in no archive log mode. So we need to connect to the SQL Plus utility again. Let's shut down the database. Before that I will show you whether our archive mode is available or not. Archive log list. Currently it is in no archive log mode. We will just shut down the database and we'll start the archive log mode. Okay, let's start the database in mount stage. currently we need to start our database with the mount stage, and then we'll start the archive log mode. Alter database, archive log, alter database, open the database now. Let's check the archive log list. Our database should be in archive log mode. It is taking some time to open the database because I have one other services also running on it. See here, we can see the archive mode is currently database is in archive log mode, and automatic archive is also enabled. Okay, now let's connect to the main target. List backup of database. I am checking what are all the backups we have. So till now I have not taken any kind of the RMAN backups, so that's why I'm not getting any error, any backup list here. Let's check. Let's take the backup database plus archive log. I am taking the full database backup along with the archive logs. So when we are taking the full database backup connecting with the container database, then you will find that it is not only taking the backup of container database, but also it is also taking the backup of pluggable databases. So these are the data files we have from the container database, and it is setting one tag, as we have not mentioned anything explicitly, so by default it is taking the tags as per the Oracle standard. We can also mention the tag and everything as per, we need to create the script for that. So just for your understanding, as of now I'm not going to create any script, because we are just seeing what are all the things are coming under the backup. We can also create the channels to make the backup faster, but this database is very small because recently I have created it. See here, now it is taking the backup of pluggable database also. You can see the directory PDB. These are all the data files which are belonging to the pluggable databases. We have 4 pluggable databases in this container, so this is going to take some time to take the full DB backup. One thing which we need to take a note here, that when we are taking the backup of container, it will also take the backup of pluggable database. So this is the important thing that you need to consider while taking the backup of container databases. As of now I am connected to the container database only. This is the third one. And once this R1 full backup is done, we will also cross check whether these files are coming under list backup summary. So initially when we ran this command, we did not find any backups. Now we are taking the full DB backup, so we are also going to cross check with the same command, list backup of database. Okay, see, this is the next data file set we have taken the backup. The time is mainly depending on the number of data we have inside the database, and also depend on the number of processors, what is the RAM, how much RAM you are using, what are all the processes currently are running, whether we are getting the full memory or it is getting divided with the multiple tasks. So these are all many things is we need to consider. See here, this has taken the backup of seed pluggable database. I guess this should be the last one. After this, we are going to check, we are going to see how to take the backup of only a root container. Okay, all the data files backup has been performed successfully. We did not find any issue till now, and at last it is taking the backup of control file and SP file. Okay, let's check this backup of database. See here, we got the details that these are all the database backup we have taken. The size is quite 1.22 for all the data files. So because of that only it was taking some time. See here, you can check the name also, PDB seed. This was the data files which are belongings to the seed pluggable database. Now these are the data files which are belonging to the PDB2. So we have taken the backup of pluggable database as well as the root container. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just coming back and I'm taking the backup of root container only. So we have the command like backup database root. This command only takes the backup of root container. It is not going to take the backup of pluggable database. So this backup should go fast. Now it is taking the backup of only root container. After this, we are going to see how to take the backup of only pluggable databases. So there are two ways to take the backup of pluggable databases only. The first thing is you can take the pluggable database backup by connecting to the root container, and from there you can take the backup of pluggable databases. Or second thing is you can directly connect to the pluggable database, and from there you can take the backup of the same database. We are going to see both the things, how to take the backup of pluggable database on two different ways. Now only the backup of root container is happening. See here, the backup is completed, and now at last it is taking the backup of control file and SP file. You will find the control file and SP file backup at last only. Now I am going to take the backup of only pluggable databases. Backup pluggable database PDB. You can mention comma and the second database name like PDB1, but as it is taking a longer time, I am not going to mention all the pluggable database name. I will just mention one pluggable database name as a PDB. So if you want to take the backup of all pluggable database, just write comma here and second pluggable database name, then comma, third pluggable database name, and at last semicolon. So this is how you can take the pluggable database backup by connecting to the root. Now what I'm going to do, I will connect to the pluggable database, and from there I will take the backup of pluggable database. Let us see after this backup is completed. As I know it is going to take much time, that's why I have not mentioned the more pluggable database name here, but for your way you can mention. Okay, so this is also done. Now I am going to connect to the pluggable database directly. Rman target equals to, here we need to mention that I am going to connect as a sys user, and then @service name to the pluggable database. What is happening here, I am using the rman prompt because I am going to take the rman backup. Target equals to sys, this is the username @pdb. So pdb is the database name, pluggable database name. We need to mention the sys password. I know the sys password, so there is no issue for me. And now backup database. What is happening here, this is taking the backup of only pluggable database. I have directly connected to the pluggable database here. On top, what was happening, I had connected to the container database, and from container database I was taking the backup of pluggable database. In this case I am directly connecting to the pluggable database and mentioning the command like backup database. So this is the regular way we were using till 12c non-container database. On a similar way, we can also take the backup of tablespace and data files. Okay, so backup of pluggable database is also completed. Let's check the backup, this backup of database. So you will see these are all the backup we have taken, full database backup we have taken on the same date 25th. So this is how we need to take the backup of pluggable database as well as container database. On the same way we can take the backup of tablespace and data files that I am going to cover in the next video. If you have any queries, you can write mail to me. Thank you so much. See you with the next video.